Welcome to the tutorial for Imaginary Landscapes number 5. Creating a piece in the style of Imaginary Landscapes number 5 is a great way to experience the music of John Cage, the composer. It's also a fun way to involve students in non-traditional forms of composing. Here's what it will sound like. So, how do we create something like this with all kinds of sounds weaving in and out of each other? Here's what you will need. You'll need some dice, and you'll need some paper. So what you do to make a score of imaginary landscapes is you give yourself and your students some sound clips to work with. So in this case, I chose Halloween sounds, just for a fun activity to do with the kids around Halloween time. So I found the clip Creepy Chimes, The Witch, Ghost Sounds, Door Creaks, Revelation, and Mad Organ. And so what I want to do to create my piece here is to have some chants part of it. That's how John Cage liked to compose. He liked to use the I Ching. But instead of using the I Ching, we're going to use dice today. So to figure out the order of the clips, I'm going to roll the dice. Since there's 6 of them, I'm only going to use 1. And so I'll find out that Creepy Chimes is going to come in second. The Witch is going to come in, if you get doubles, then you just keep doing it until you get another number. The Witch is number 3, Ghost Sounds, up, 5, so on and so on. So then, you're going to make another column for the duration. The duration is how long you want the piece to play. So, for the duration, it's going to be 3 seconds. And for the dynamics, you're going to use both dice. And as you see, I created a legend for the dynamics there. 3 to 4 is piano, 5 to 6 crescendo, 7 to 8 decrescendo, 9 equals mezzo forte, 10 to 12 is forte, and doubles actually equals silences, because you do actually want silences in the piece as well. So let's see what dynamics we come up with. 7. Alright, so how do we put this into GarageBand? Well, I'm going to create a whole other score here. I'm going to open a new file. Oops. Go to New Project, click on Loops, name your file, Halloween, whatever. Now, to import the loops, I'm assuming you already have them into your iTunes, so you just go down to this button right here, type in the name of the CD, or the name of the sound, and you'll have everything you need. Creepy Chimes, there they are. So I'm just going to drag and drop. Drag and drop. The Witch, there it is. Just going to drag and drop again. And so on and so on. Okay, so you notice that I have my 2 tracks here. Creepy Chimes, I notice that it has 3 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on Creepy Chimes. I'm going to play it for 3 seconds. Oh, make sure to mute your other track so it does not interfere with the sound of the other one. Press play. So 3 seconds. Alright, there's 3. Now you notice down here that this is the control panel, and you want to be able to keep track of time. So what you do is you're going to press the time button. So it measures it in seconds instead of by measures. So the cool thing about this is you can actually drag this little pointer over, and you notice that the time changes on the bottom. You go to 3, and there you have it. So then you go down to this screen, and since you only want it to play for 3 seconds, what you're going to do is you're just going to delete that. Go over here and delete that. And you've got your track playing for only 3 seconds. Let me show you. There's your Creepy Chimes. Now, how do we get dynamics on here? Well, we rolled a 7, which means a decrescendo. So what you're going to do, go down to this arrow right here, and go under track volume, and you'll notice there's a little tiny blue dB. You're gonna drag that, you're gonna click on it and drag it. So if you want a decrescendo, you can actually make it go down like that. Awesome. So now you'll actually hear the decrescendo going on in your track. Very cool. Alright, so we're done with that part. Now we're going to go on to the witch sound. The witch sound we haven't rolled for, so we're going to do that. We got 2 seconds, and the dynamic is 3, which actually is piano. So we unmute the witch, and we go up here and we mute that. So we're going to play it for 3 seconds, or actually, it looks like 2 seconds. Scary. And like I'm doing before, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come down here, I'm going to delete a little clip, and then I'm going to go over here and delete the rest of it. Press the arrow, track volume, you see your little button, and we rolled a 3, which means it's going to just be piano, so it's going to be kind of quiet throughout. So about a 3.4 is good for that. Alright, now if you want to play it back, you just unmute this and see how your 2 tracks sound together. Weird. So that's basically how you do it throughout. Now if you want to hear a finished product, I actually have one that's done. Oh, make sure you save what you have. And here is an actual realization that's a little bit longer. Now every time you do one of these charts, it's only going to play for a little bit amount of time. So each time you make a new chart. If you want it to go longer, you have to make a new chart. When this one's done, you just make a new chart. You change the order, duration, and dynamics. Just roll the dice as you did before. And so this realization sounds like this. So as you can see, you heard the tracks weaving in and out of each other, and that is an imaginary landscape number 5. If you wanted to do this without technology, you could actually make a score using graph paper, and each box would equal a second, and then you would make the colors for the different names of the clips and the durations, or make a legend with polka dots or lines or something like that. So there's lots of different ways to make a John Cage Imaginary Landscapes number 5, and this is just one of them. Thank you for watching.